Good evening. This is All India Radio. I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. President Droupadi Murmu says Indian diaspora can be a force multiplier in the nation's inclusive development. District administration intensifies relief and rescue work at land subsidence areas at Joshimath in Uttarakhand. Defence Acquisition Council approves proposals worth 4,276 crore rupees. 2-day-long All India Presiding Officers Conference begins in Jaipur tomorrow. Cold and foggy weather condition continues unabated in northwestern parts of the country. And in cricket, first one-day international of 3-match series between India and Sri Lanka underway at Barsapara Cricket Stadium in Guwahati. President Droupadi Murmu today said the Indian diaspora has become an important and unique force in the global system. Addressing the valedictory session of the Pravasi Bharatiya Divas Convention in Indore, the President praised overseas Indians for excelling in various walks of life through hard work and resilience. She added that the Indian diaspora's collective power and potential will be a force multiplier in the nation's inclusive development. She invited each and every member of the diaspora family to become a full partner in this journey. The President added India is engaging with the world with greater self-confidence and a wider goal of securing national interests. She further added that the Indian diaspora has grown into an energetic and confident community in every region and is making stellar contributions to world affairs in leadership positions. President Murmu said that the Indian diaspora has exhibited extraordinary dedication and hard work and has overcome many challenges and achieved excellence in many fields.
The Indian diaspora today has become an important and unique force in the global system. It has grown into an energetic and confident community in every region and is making shelter contributions to world affairs in leadership positions.
The President said the Pravasi Bharatiya Samman Awards symbolize the nation's highest recognition of diaspora members for their contribution.
The Pravasi Bharatiya Samman Awards symbolize the nation's highest recognition of the diaspora members for their contributions to India and in their home countries. These awards are significant as they not only show our appreciation and acknowledgement of the achievements of the Pravasis, but also reflect our faith in their resolve to keep India's flag flying high in the world.
In his address, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar said global demand for Indian talent, skills, products, services and practices will only increase with time. He said the Indian diaspora has demonstrated exceptional qualities in many fields.
Representing the best of Indian talent and creativity in foreign lands, our diaspora has demonstrated exceptional qualities of dedication, commitment and perseverance in many fields. Their contributions, achievements and successes have earned them an enviable reputation in their respective societies. They are not only harbingers of change in their own worlds, but regarded as an authentic connection to that in India. Each of them has done us proud, and the awards being presented today are a reflection of that sentiment.
Addressing the gathering, Union Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia called upon the Indian diaspora to participate in the Indian growth stories. He said they are ambassadors of India who raise the glory of Indian culture and civilization abroad.
भारत का छाप हमारे प्रवासी भारतीयों ने कहां नहीं छोड़ा है। चाहे हम कोई मल्टीनेशनल कॉर्पोरेशन देखें, चाहे हम देश के नेतृत्व करने वाले लोगों को देखें, चाहे हम विशेषज्ञों को देखें, चाहे हम एक एक सेक्टर में डॉक्टर्स, इंजीनियर्स को देखें, चाहे यूके के प्रधानमंत्री ऋषि सुनक जी हों, चाहे हमारे माइक्रोसॉफ्ट के सीईओ सत्य नडेला हों, चाहे गूगल के सीईओ सुंदर पिचाई हों, चाहे आयरलैंड के राष्ट्रपति लियो वार्डकार जी हों, ये अतिशयोक्ति नहीं होगी अगर हम कहें कि भारत और भारतीयों को उभारने का काम प्रवासी भारतीयों ने किया है.
Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan and several other ministers also attended the ceremony. In Uttarakhand, the district administration has intensified the relief and rescue work at land subsidence areas in Joshimath. Today, Union Minister of State for Defence and Tourism Ajay Bhatt inspected the disaster-affected areas and met the affected people. Ajay Bhatt said the central and state governments are with the affected people and they are being helped in every way. He said Prime Minister Narendra Modi is keeping himself updated about any new development regarding the Joshimath disaster, and Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami is monitoring every arrangement. He said it is the first priority of the government to shift the people whose houses were damaged to safe places so that there is no loss of life. He said it was distressing that the affected people had to leave their homes. Mr. Bhatt said the buildings and hotels are being demolished with the cooperation of the Central Building Research Institute.
इस समय हमारी पहली प्राथमिकता है जान माल की सुरक्षा करना, एक एक बच्चे को बचाना, हर परिवार को बचाना। अपने किराए के मकान को छोड़ के मोहल्ले से जब जाते हैं तब भी हमको बहुत भावुक हो जाते हैं हम लोग। ये तो गाढ़ी कमाई से मकान बनाए थे, किसी ने मजदूरी मेहनत करके खून पसीने की मेहनत से बनाए, खाली करने पड़े हैं, लेकिन ये जनहित में जान माल बचाने के लिए करना पड़ रहा है जो रहने लायक नहीं है। अभी कुछ लोग ये फैला रहे हैं कि सारे मकान तोड़ दिए जाएंगे, जो तोड़ने लायक होंगे वो भी जो हमारी CBRI की टीम आई है उसके आधार पर ही, उसके राय के बाद ही उनको हटाया जाएगा।
The National Crisis Management Committee under the chairmanship of Cabinet Secretary Rajiv Gauba today reviewed the situation in Joshimath in Uttarakhand. The Cabinet Secretary stressed that priority must be given for safe evacuation of all residents in the affected zone and demolition of vulnerable structures in a safe manner. He emphasized that all the studies and investigations, including geotechnical, geophysical and hydrological, should be completed in a coordinated and time-bound manner. The Cabinet Secretary has assured the Chief Secretary of Uttarakhand that all central agencies will continue to be available for necessary assistance. Teams of NDRF and SDRF have been deployed to help the district administration in their relief and rehabilitation efforts. Union Home Secretary apprised the committee that a high-level central team of Ministry of Home Affairs, led by Secretary Border Management, is at Joshimath for assessment of the situation. The meeting was attended by the Union Home Secretary, Chief Secretary of Uttarakhand, Information and Broadcasting Secretary, among others. Defence Acquisition Council DAC today approved 3 proposals worth 4,276 crore rupees to strengthen the country's deterrence and combat readiness. The Defence Ministry said a meeting of the Council was held today under the chairmanship of Defence Minister Rajnath Singh. The DAC has accorded approval for procurement of Helena anti-tank guided missiles, launchers and associated support equipment, which will be integrated to the Advanced Light Helicopter. This missile is an essential part of weaponization of advanced light helicopter for countering enemy threats. The ministry said its induction will strengthen the offensive capability of the Indian Army. The DAC also accorded approval for procurement of V-Shod IR homing missile system. The Defence Ministry said in view of the recent developments along the northern borders of the country, there is a need to focus on effective air defence weapon systems which can be deployed quickly in rugged terrain and maritime domain. The Ministry said procurement of V-Shod missile system will strengthen air defence capabilities. The DAC granted approval for procurement of BrahMos launcher and fire control system for the Shivalik class of ships and next-generation missile vessels for the Indian Navy. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. The 83rd All India Presiding Officers Conference will begin in Jaipur from tomorrow. Vice President and Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar will inaugurate the 2-day conference. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla will preside over the conference. Speakers and Deputy Speakers of various legislative assemblies, including Rajya Sabha Deputy Chairman, will be present at the function. Home Minister Amit Shah today inaugurated the Jai Hind, the new light and sound show at Red Fort in New Delhi. On this occasion, Mr. Shah said the rich history and heritage of India has been presented very well in this one-hour show. He said those who do not learn from history cannot build a great nation. He called upon people to make collective efforts to make the country number one in the world in the coming 25 years during the Amrit Kaal. The 26th National Youth Festival will be held in the twin cities of Hubballi, Dharwad in Karnataka from the 12th to the 16th of January. Addressing media in New Delhi, Union Minister for Youth Affairs and Sports Anurag Singh Thakur said the theme of this year's Youth Festival is Vikasit Yuva, Vikasit Bharat. He informed that Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate the National Youth Festival 2023 on Thursday to coincide with the birth anniversary of Swami Vivekanand. The News Services Division of All India Radio brings an exclusive interview with Chairman of Inland Waterways Authority of India, Sanjay Bandyopadhyay, on Ganga Vilas, the world's longest river cruise. Talking to AIR News, IWAI Chairman Sanjay Bandyopadhyay talked about the launch of the world's longest river cruise on the 13th of January.
This cruise is the world's longest cruise of 3,200 kilometers. This will go from Varanasi to Dibrugarh. In 51 days, it will go through 27 river system, cover 3,200 kilometers. This Ganga Vilas has a length of 62 meters, width of 12 meters. It requires water depth of 1.4 meters. This is designed and built in India at B.N. Bose Shipyards, Kolkata. It has 3 decks, 18 suites, and presently Swiss citizens are traveling in it. And it will set sail from Varanasi on 13 January and reach Dibrugarh on 1st of March.
He also talked about the huge investment potential of river cruise tourism in India. The interview can be heard on FM Gold channel from 9:15 p.m. onwards in Spotlight tonight. The Sensex and the Nifty today fell around 1%. The index of the top 30 companies of the Bombay Stock Exchange ended near 60,100 points. The index of top 50 companies of the National Stock Exchange closed near 17,900 level. Both indices declined amid mixed global cues. The prevailing cold and foggy weather conditions in the north and northwestern parts of the country have affected normal life. Heavy to very heavy fog was observed in various parts of Punjab, Delhi, Haryana, Chandigarh, Uttar Pradesh and Bihar today. Due to the dense fog, visibility was less than 25 meters in some places, affecting air, rail and road traffic. The poor visibility led to the cancellation of as many as 66 mail and express trains and 74 passenger trains. According to Indian Railways, 97 trains were also reported to be running late. Indian Meteorological Department, IMD, has also forecast abatement in cold wave conditions in the plains of northwest India and adjoining central India from tomorrow due to the approaching western disturbance in western Himalayan region. Director General of IMD, Dr. Mrityunjay Mohapatra, said under the influence of western disturbance, the temperature in northwest India and adjoining central India will go up gradually, which will provide some relief from the prevailing cold wave conditions. Bollywood film The Kashmir Files has been shortlisted for the Oscars 2023. The film's director, Vivek Agnihotri, informed about the shortlisting of the film for the Oscars. The film, Kashmir Files, revolves around the mass exodus of Kashmiri Pandits in the year 1990. Other films, Kantara, RRR, Gangubai, Kathiawadi and Chelo Show have also been shortlisted for the Oscars 2023. INB Minister Anurag Singh Thakur said it is a matter of pride for everybody that Indian films have been shortlisted for the Oscars. In cricket, the first one-day international of the 3-match series between India and Sri Lanka is underway at Barsapara Cricket Stadium in Guwahati. India set a target of 374 runs against Sri Lanka. Virat Kohli scored 113 runs, his 73rd international century. Chasing the target, the visitors were 281 for 8 in 48 overs when reports last came in. Earlier, Sri Lanka won the toss and elected to field. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. President Droupadi Murmu says Indian diaspora can be a force multiplier in the nation's inclusive development. District administration intensifies relief and rescue work at land subsidence areas at Joshimath in Uttarakhand. Defence Acquisition Council approves proposals worth 4,276 crore rupees. 2-day-long All India Presiding Officers Conference begins in Jaipur tomorrow. Cold and foggy weather condition continues unabated in the northwestern parts of the country. And in cricket, first one-day international of 3-match series between India and Sri Lanka underway at Barsapara Cricket Stadium in Guwahati. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and News on AIR app. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.